Hi friends, welcome back to another Renee's Corner video. This video has literally nothing to do with grad school, not at all. And I thought this was a really funny story because when I told it back to my mother, she thought it was hilarious. And so my mom is like my judge of funny, and so we're gonna post it on here too. So this is a story about how I got possessed and obsessed with getting a Nintendo Switch. So months ago, I want to say like around December, January, I was like, Mom, I really want this Switch. What do you think I should do? Mom's like,
you don't need a Switch. She's like, you're taking 3 classes, 2 external placements, you're trying to defend your thesis at the end of May, or at the beginning of May. You got all this other crap to do. No Switch.
I'm like, yeah, Mom, you know, you're right. I don't need a Switch. With what time am I gonna have time to play this Switch? I won't. I was like, you're right, Mom. So then it comes down to like March and I find out that there's a new Animal Crossing game. And I'm like, I love Animal Crossing. Animal Crossing is like one of the games that I started playing like back when like they had them on like DS and stuff. Like Animal Crossing just has like a really sweet spot in my heart, and I love the game so much. And I think I've had every game except for one. It was like the 3DS game because I didn't have a 3DS. So I was like, I really want this game. And my mom's like,
no, you don't need this game.
and I'm like, you're right. I don't have time to play this game. And this is like right before coronavirus starts. So she's like, you don't need this game. It's spring break. I worked through my entire spring break basically. And she's like,
when are you gonna have time to even play this stupid game? I'm like,
you're right, Mom, you're right. I don't need this game. So then Animal Crossing comes out. Everybody gets it, okay? Everybody and their mama has Animal Crossing. I'm watching people play it that haven't played Animal Crossing at all. And I'm like, dang, I really want to play Animal Crossing too. I want to play. I want to play with them. I want to be cool. I want to be a cool kid with my Switch and my Animal Crossing. I need it. And so I started plotting. I was like, okay, I'm gonna get this game. And this is like right around the time when like it's lockdown. And I think around this time the stimulus checks started flowing, or at least the talks were going around. And I was like, I'm gonna get this game. Regardless of stimulus check or not, I'm gonna get this game. I deserve this game. So my mom, I go to my mom again. I go to my parents like quite a bit. And I'm like, what should I do? I really want this game. My mom's like,
for $300 you could just get those headphones you want.
and I'm like, yeah, but I'm gonna be at home. I don't need headphones sitting at home. It's just me and the dog. I just play the music out loud. She's like,
whatever, Keisha, you don't need this game. Do not get the game.
and I'm like, all right. I'm like, my mom knows best. My mom is like the financial guru of our family. She knows best. I don't need this game. When do I have time to play it? That's what I'm thinking. So then, this is this week here. So Wednesday, I call my grandmother. Well, she calls me actually. And she's like, needs help with iTunes stuff, you know, old people and technology. I'm here to help. So we're talking through it, or I'm helping her, and she's like, yeah. She's like,
but what are you doing with your free time?
and I'm like, what free time, Grandma? And she's like,
You know, like what do you do when you're not doing schoolwork?
and I was like, I don't know, sit around. I was like, I don't really have any free time right now because school has kind of taken over my life. And she's like,
Wow, that's really sad.
and I was like, yeah, it is sad, Grandma. And I was like, but you know, I really want this game system, but I'm not sure if it's like an impulsive buy or not. And I was like, but it looks really cool. All my friends are playing it, and I really want to play this game. And she goes,
Tanisha.
this is not what she calls me. She does not call me by my full name, but we're gonna pretend she does.
She goes, Tanisha, why wouldn't you just get the game?
And I go, well, okay, Grandma. I was like, I don't know why I wouldn't get the game. I can't get the game because I don't have time for the game. She's like,
You deserve this game, Tanisha.
and I was like, you're right, Grandma. I do deserve this game. And she's like,
What's gonna happen when the semester's over and you have all that free time over the summer and we're still in lockdown?
I'm like, what is gonna happen, Grandma? Like, I was just like, what? Like, I hadn't even thought about, like, I hadn't even conceptualized what life is gonna look like on lockdown without all this school. And she goes,
Yeah, like, that's what I'm doing to pass the time. I'm just playing games.
and I'm like, yo, she's making a lot of sense. And so then she starts hyping me up to buy this game.
She's like, you deserve this. You are out here getting this PhD. You about to get your master's this month, or at the end of the month. You deserve this game. Go get the game. And
She's like hyping me up. And I'm like, I'm gonna go get this game. I'm like, my grandma said I should get it. I'm gonna go get this game. Unbeknownst to me, the game is sold out. The console is sold out everywhere. So I'm like, all right. So I don't know what happened between that conversation with my grandma on Wednesday and Thursday morning, but something possessed me and I became obsessed. I was like, all right, Tanisha, the game sold out. Can't be sold out everywhere. Shout out to Twitter, Nintendo restocks hashtag, because this is how I found out that Best Buy, Target, Walmart, and some other places were restocking them, but very limitedly. And I was like, oh, we gonna get this Switch. So Thursday, I have class from 9:30 to 4 p.m. I was like, all right, well, some sacrifices are gonna have to be made today, okay? I'm paying attention in class, and I'm refreshing every page, every store. So I shopped at Best Buy, Target, Walmart, Sam's Club, GameStop, and QVC. I was refreshing every page every 15 minutes. So like every page was like in a 15-minute increment. And so I don't know what happened, but around 4 o'clock, Best Buy restocks. And I'm in class, I'm like, what? It's in stock. You can move it from your save to your cart. And I'm like, yes, this is it. We're gonna get this Switch. Go in there, no go. It sells out in like a minute. I'm like, are you kidding me? It's like, who bought it in a minute? Because I know I was one of the first people who got the restock link. How did it sell? I don't know. So then I kept doing this and I missed 5 restocks. 5, okay? I don't know what happened. I did all the tricks. I followed the Twitter tips. I don't know what happened. I missed every single restock that day. And so now it's around 11 p.m. and I'm pissed. I'm livid. I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, how can I not get a Switch? Like, I deserve one. Of all people who deserve one, I deserve one. I'm like, all right, Tanisha, you gotta calm down. I'm like, I'm gonna just go to bed because I'm mad. I'm like livid. And I'm like, all right, we're gonna set up the laptop, my laptop next to the bed. We're gonna set up the phone and set an alarm to go off every hour so that we can check the sites. So before I go to bed, I'm like, all right, this is my last time checking. It's like 11:40. Target says they have limited stock available. And I go, that's not right. Target said they weren't selling them in stores anymore. That's not right. So I calmed down. I'm like, oh my gosh. I was like, no, it's not in stock. So I was like, all right, well, we're not gonna worry about it. I lay down, close my eyes for a little bit, wake up, and I'm like, no, they're in stock there. I don't know what possessed me, but I was like a crazy person at this point. I'm like, no, they're in stock. Check again. Now it's in stock in 2 different Target locations, not just the fancy one that's kind of like the rich people Target. They're also in the other Target. I'm like, oh, so they are in stock. So I was like, they must have restocked them in the middle of the night. Didn't expect nobody to be there. I was like, all right, we gotta get there at 6 o'clock. Target opens at 7. I was like, we gotta get there at 6:30. So I go to sleep, wake up around 4 to take Nehemiah out. I don't know what happened. I woke up and then like I had to take the dog out because he has old man bladder, and I'm like, all right. So at this point it's raining. It's like torrential downpour, and I'm like, all right, well, we need to plan out what we're gonna wear to go get this Switch because everybody and their mama gonna try to get this Switch. So I like planned out my shoes, my outfit, everything is planned out. So I'm like, all right, it's around 4:40. I'm like, all right, Tanisha, we're just gonna lay back down till 6 o'clock, gonna get dressed really quick, take the dog out and go. So that didn't happen. Too much adrenaline. I don't know what happened. I was just like wired. I was like, oh, we're about to get this. I done mapped out the quickest route from the door to the technology center. I've done mapped out multiple routes because what wasn't gonna happen was I'm not leaving without a Switch. So I get there, 6:38. There's a guy and there's a lady for Instacart, and I'm like, all right, Instacart lady, I don't have to worry about you, but this guy, he looks like he's a gamer. I'm like, he looks like he's ready to run, okay? So get in line, and then around 6:45, everybody and their mama shows up, and I was like, all these people are gamers, and I know, like, I had a hunch, like I was like, these gamers, there's one person who I thought was a gamer who wasn't, but that doesn't matter. All these gamers trying to come get this Switch. I was like, okay, now I'm gonna have to run. So I wiped off my shoes with a napkin because it's raining. I was like, all right, I'm gonna have to run. I'm not about to bust my butt in Target. So basically the lady comes out, she's like, hey, here's what we have in stock. She's going down all these like grocery stuff. I'm like, lady, do you have the Switches or not? Because when I'm in line, it says out of stock. And I'm like, no, I checked before I left at 6 o'clock. It said limited amount available. Now I'm in line at 6:40-ish, and now it's saying no stock. I don't believe you. So I go into Target, I power walked with this guy, the guy that was in front of me, me and him power walked, but this girl took off running. And I was like, okay, if it's just her running, you know, there's 3 of us, they gotta have at least 3 switches. And so I literally got one, and it only cost me $1 billion in my sanity, but here it is. And it's the one that I wanted in the gray, not the blue and white one, or the blue and red one. But listen to this. So I get it, I'm 3rd in line, okay? Third in line. I walk away to go look at the video games. I come back not even 5 minutes later, like maybe like 3.5 minutes later, and they're sold out. 3 minutes later, sold out. And so I'm like, they must have only had like 10, if that, in stock, because I was 3rd and I got one. And so like there was like a couple people who I saw behind me, they didn't get one. I'm like, oh my gosh. So basically, yeah, that's the story about how I got possessed and got a Nintendo Switch after obsessing over it for about 72 hours. And yeah, that's basically it. I don't know why this happened to me, but it did. And I wish everybody good luck on buying the Switches, because they are a hot commodity right now. And also people are using bots to buy them off websites, and so that's why I wasn't able to get any of the 5 restocks, and that makes me really mad. But we got it. We got to play Animal Crossing, and it's all good. I'm no longer possessed, and I'm in a great mood. And yeah, I don't know why that happened, but it did. And like, you can really ask my parents, like I was like possessed. I was like, Mom, you need to refresh Best Buy. Like my mom was trying to buy something for me, buy me a Switch. And so now it's all better, it's all fine, because now I'm no longer possessed by this like intense need to buy the game. And yeah, that's basically it. I hope you guys have a great day. If you enjoyed this story time, let me know. If you don't, let me know. I just thought it was like crazy how I got obsessed in like 72 hours without buying it. So that is it. If you are, oh, I lost my train of thought. Oh, if you're not following me over on my Instagram, you should totally do that, because I talk more about my day-to-day life over there. And if you are not subscribed to this channel, you should totally do that. I definitely don't do story times on this channel. I mostly talk about grad school and clinical psychology. You should subscribe. I also sometimes feature my little pup over there. And that's basically it. So I hope you have a great rest of your week. Peace out, and I love you all so much. Bye.